Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Wednesday, December 10th. We have all you need to know about a new student housing complex, as well as more on a special gift for a local veteran.
We also have the latest information on President Trump's visit to Pennsylvania yesterday, along with sports, entertainment, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Annelise Hanson.
And I'm Brooke Bilski. The State College Planning Commission has reviewed the final land development plan for a new student housing complex. The university plans to ground lease over 16 acres of land to Greystar Development. The complex will include 4 buildings totaling 1,500 beds. Each building will have an apartment-style unit with their own kitchen, washer, and dryer, and fitness centers. Construction will begin this upcoming spring and will be completed in 2 phases. The first phase is expected to be completed by 2028 and the second in 2029.
The owner of a Center County cleaning company is accused of stealing more than $66,000 from a client's bank accounts. Police say Megan Frank, who runs Happy Valley Elite Cleaning, made the withdrawals after the client's wife, who previously handled the invoices, died earlier this year. Frank is charged with felony theft, identity theft, and access device fraud.
A State College man is facing charges after taking over the website for Tussey Mountain Back Races and refusing to give it back to its owner. Nicholas Bonder is accused of volunteering to redo the race's website and then taking control. The owner agreed to give Bonder the necessary information with the understanding that the ownership was to remain the same. Bodner allegedly refused to provide the owner with the passwords for the new domain, leaving him unable to use the website. Bodner is facing charges of disruption of services, computer theft, and computer trespass, with a preliminary hearing set for today.
A Center County veteran received a major home upgrade this week at no cost. Thomas Sharp, a 71-year-old Army veteran who served near the Korean DMZ in the 1970s, was given a free roof and gutter replacement through the Owens Corning Roof Deployment Project. The program partners with Purple Heart Homes and has provided repairs to more than 750 veterans nationwide since 2016. Local contractors donate their labor, and Owens Corning supplies the materials. What kind of weather can students expect for the rest of the week? Student meteorologist Brendan Schmallenberger is live in the studio with the rest of this week's forecast. Brendan?
Thanks, Annelise. And yes, State College in itself, as well as the entirety of Pennsylvania, has seen a lot of variation in weather over the last couple days and really the last week. As of last week, we saw around 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in Pennsylvania, where the biggest day in State College in itself saw upwards of around 3 inches. Coming up this week, though, we have seen a little bit of some snowfall as well as a wintry mix later on around 3 o'clock or so. We will continue to see this throughout the rest of today and a little bit coming up through this weekend, but we also have something really that's been getting a little bit colder the last few things. That's right, cold temperatures have been in full play. Definitely not as cold as it has been over the last few days. Specifically 2 days ago, State College saw a low of 9 degrees overnight. It will be warming up just a little bit, but the chilly temps are still sticking around. More on that in just a little bit. As of right now, there was some active weather alerts up until Friday at around 4 a.m. We are seeing a little bit of a winter storm warning remaining, a lot more towards the northern parts of Pennsylvania Pennsylvania, specifically Erie, with some of that lake effect snowfall in play. A little bit of Center County in itself, but really nothing too much to worry about in terms of State College and snowfall for that. As far as temperatures right now, though, we're seeing around 37 degrees in State College. Again, much higher compared to the last couple of days that we have been seeing. 34 down in Pittsburgh, around 30 up in Erie in itself, and on the eastern portion of the Commonwealth, we're seeing around 44 in Philadelphia, getting a little bit on the warmer side there. 38 in Harrisburg as well. However, feel like temps are a little bit of a different story. Wind chill has been a big factor. We're seeing around 29 in State College, 20 up in Erie. Pittsburgh, you're looking around 27 degrees, and again, eastern portion of the state, around 37 in Philadelphia, starting to drop below that 40-degree mark that we are sitting at right now. As far as the past 24 hours of precip, yes, we did have some snowfall today in State College, but nothing that is really accumulated or really in terms of rain, only around 0 inches. It's really only seen in Pittsburgh around 0.21, around 0.10 in Johnstown, 0.77 in Erie, both in the form of snow and rain, and a little bit on the eastern portion today, around 0.04 in Philadelphia. Did see some rainfall as it has come through starting early this morning around 9:10 a.m. As far as the satellite and radar goes, well, this really tells the whole story of that entire precip map, right? We got a good amount of that wintry mix that was earlier today that is heading on out, leaving just a couple of snow showers or so here and there. We're seeing some more coming out in Pittsburgh, more so rain though, as those warmer temperatures are prohibiting any of that snowfall to really stay snow as it approaches the ground. We got some more rain, even a couple of storms just above Philadelphia, heading on earlier into the eastern portion of the Commonwealth. Past this though, we're seeing some more cloud coverage, really possibility of snowfall early on overnight during the morning as some of those temperatures begin to drop. It's really, though, going to be this entire portion, the northwestern portion of the state, as a lot of that lake effect snow from Lake Erie up there comes on through, really starting to hit portions of the lower parts of New York as well. But for most of the state, it's remaining pretty clear. Going on later onto tomorrow night, we're seeing some clear skies finally, a little bit breaking the sun or really breaking the clouds as it starts to get a little bit darker earlier on. Past this, though, going on onto Friday and a little bit touching into the weekend, it's really just going to be cloudy skies. A lot of this winter storm warnings that we have been seeing over the past couple of days disappear, and we're really only seeing mostly cloudy conditions over the entire state. Possible snow showers passing just through the lower parts of Pittsburgh, touching a little bit on the western side of the state early on Saturday morning, but besides that, really not too much. Temps are dropping down to around 25 degrees tonight. We are seeing a little bit, again, as we saw on that radar, from some of those snow showers that are lingering through, but that'll start to dissipate later on. Winds west at 16 miles per hour, so it's going to feel a lot chillier than 25 degrees. Precip is around 95%, so definitely expect to have a jacket on or something like that in case you happen to be out late tonight. 27 degrees in tomorrow, though. Make sure, again, have a jacket on you. No precip, mostly cloudy conditions, occasional snow shower, maybe early on in the morning, but besides that, really not too much. It is going to be pretty windy, though, so again, real feels are going to be pretty far down. As far as the rest of the 7-day forecast right on up here, we're seeing a little bit warming coming up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Possibilities of some snow showers. I really wouldn't count on it. It is going to get chilly, though. 17 degrees on Saturday, 13 coming up on Sunday. And as Penn State in itself wraps up the semester, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, if you happen to be traveling home, well, I got some pretty good news for you. Really not a whole lot of precip in the forecast compared to the last week or so. Around 20, 29, and 39, though, wrapping up on Wednesday, going a little bit warmer just before the break closes. Annelise.
Thanks, Brendan. Now over to Sophia with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Annelise. I'm Sophia Monteforte with your sports update. The official contract of Penn State's 17th head coach has been released. Matt Campbell is locked in for an 8-year contract that guarantees him $70.5 million. But the terms of the contract do not end there. Campbell will earn a $500,000 bonus and a 1-year extension for just landing a spot in the college football playoff. And what would winning the championship get him? A $1 million bonus and an automatic 2-year extension in Happy Valley. All of that seriously just scratches the surface of this contract. It is safe to say that Pat Kraft is willing to do anything to keep Matt Campbell in blue and white. The varsity athletes at Penn State are not just dominating in their respective sport, but also in the classroom. 110 student athletes have earned the fall All-Big Academic Big Ten honors. This means that all recipients had a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Some athletes went above and beyond to earn a 4.0 GPA. To name a few, Dominic DeLuca, Florence Caron, and Amanda Pourbaix are recognized for their dedication to their academics. And speaking of athletic contracts, fans always believed that Steve Cohen's stack of cash would keep the superstars of the Mets together in New York. This year proved that even the richest owner in Major League Baseball can't keep players happy. Pete Alonso, better known as Polar Pete, signed a contract with the Orioles for $155 million over the next 5 years. This is very similar to the contract that was just made to Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies for $150 million over 5 years. The Mets also lost Brandon Nimmo in a 1-for-1 trade to the Texas Rangers. For a decade, you thought of the Mets and you thought of Brandon Nimmo, but not anymore. The reigning champions of the NBA Finals are proving themselves this season. The Oklahoma City Thunder have a dazzling record of 23-1 to start. This is the best record that fans have seen since the 2015 to 2016 Golden State Warriors, when they ran an undefeated hot streak of 24-0. The Thunder's star player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was just out because of an injury, and his absence was felt by fans, but the depth on the bench in Oklahoma City got them the win that Sunday. This is why they are a team that can be counted on for the playoffs. Luckily, Gilgeous-Alexander is active and will take the court tonight against the Suns. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Katie Karkenegg has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Place you'll want to be this weekend. Volunteers and businesses will all gather this Sunday, December 13th, to send attendees back in time with mid-century themes and in-store events occurring in local restaurants and shops throughout the day. Nostalgia is not the only thing this event shines light on, though. The celebrations also serve the purpose of showcasing the growth of the town and to show attendees how bright the future of Phillipsburg's town and community truly is. The event is set to begin at 10 a.m. Phillipsburg isn't the only local town getting into the holiday spirit. Historic Bellefonte will be transformed into a Victorian winter wonderland this weekend for their annual Victorian Christmas celebration. This year's theme has been announced as It's a Wonderful Life in Bellefonte, which ensures a fun-packed weekend filled with timeless holiday cheer and community. Bellefonte's Victorian Christmas will take place December 12th to 14th. Events such as kids' barrel train rides, horse-drawn carriage rides, gingerbread house contests, and so much more will all occur during the weekend-long festivities. One local family-owned tree farm is celebrating a major milestone this holiday season. Reporter Andrew Plotnick spoke to them. Andrew?
Thanks, Katie. As Christmas season is upon us, I had the chance to visit a local Christmas shop celebrating its 40th anniversary. Let's take a look.
Located next to Myers Dairy, the Canizero Christmas shop is celebrating their 40th anniversary this Christmas season. The family itself took over the business in 2006, making this their 20th year. With many different types of trees, State College residents love to stop by this local shop to get their tree.
Well, we live nearby and it's nice and convenient, and a lot of the local tree farms have been kind of in a regrowing season, it seems like lately, so this has been very convenient and helpful for us.
This is the State College local resident favorite spot to get their Christmas trees, and when the festive time comes each year, they love to come here. They sell wreaths, candy canes, and all different types of Christmas trees. Everyone loves to do their shopping here, and the Canizero family is now doing this for their 20th year. And the entire shop, it's now open for 40 years.
They cut, trim, and load their trees, and all of them come from a local tree farm.
I really like working outside, and I like I like meeting new people and talking with. I just like when random people come, you just get to know someone new, and it's kind of fun.
They make sure, even when it's cold, to always spread some joy.
Have you ever met someone in a bad mood getting a Christmas tree? Right? So it's like it's a business that's short, intense, but fun. Everybody's having a good time. They're coming to get their tree, and it's just fun to watch them and be a part of that.
Some families have been getting their trees from them for over 20 years, even on the coldest of days.
And yeah, it gets cold for sure. But it's been a great tradition. We have people who've come for 20 years to get their trees, and then they go in Myers and they get their ice cream.
The family will keep it going and are open until December 23rd. For PSN News, I am Andrew Plotnick.
If you didn't have a chance to get a Christmas tree, check them out next to Meyer Dairy, open until December 23rd. Act fast because they are running out. Back to you, Katie.
Thanks, Andrew. In national news, Dr. Salvador Placenia will be serving 2.5 years in jail after pleading guilty to selling ketamine to actor Matthew Perry in the weeks before his passing. Judge Sherilyn Peace Garnett delivered the sentence on Wednesday, December 3rd, and said that Placenia, quote, exploited Matthew Perry's addiction for his own profit. Placenia admitted to taking advantage of the actor while knowing he struggled with addiction. Court filings show a text chain between Placenia and a fellow doctor where Placenia called Perry a, quote, moron who could be exploited for money. The doctor is the first of 5 defendants to be sentenced after pleading guilty in affiliation with the death of Matthew Perry. Love is in the air this December as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's oldest daughter, Simone Johnson, has just confirmed a romantic relationship with fellow wrestler Tatiana Dumas by showing fans a sneak peek into their love life in a video posted to their shared Instagram account. The couple can be seen traveling, spending quality time together at the beach, having dinner, and sharing some kisses, all while pop artist Charlie XCX's song "Everything is Romantic" plays in the background. Their video is captioned with, quote, from day one to everything time can't erase. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Quinn O'Leary will be speaking with Elstasia Ray, a visual storyteller here at Penn State. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
All of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down. When he knew that, how do you think? I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though, and I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Borzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So insane, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
Reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
That the natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State, Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State, Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Anyone can point a camera and press record, but when Elstasia Ray does, well, something incredible happens. Whether she's sprinting behind the drum major, capturing the Little League World Series, or documenting the Nittany Lion, a story comes to life. And tonight, we get to hear hers. Elstasia, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So before we get started, how did you get into film in the first place? What was that calling like for you? What did that look like in your childhood?
So I grew up always wanting to be a storyteller. I found my parents' old camcorder, and I remember just making movies and videos with my Barbies. I would make stop motion movies with my Lego characters.
Aww.
I would make music videos on Video Star. I was always creating, always thinking of different things to do on my little YouTube channel, and just I've always known that being a storyteller was my God-given gift.
Wow. So you've really had that creative side to you for so long now. And I'm sure you got into high school and you started to be really pursuing what you'd want to do after high school. And you told your high school coaches that you wanted to pursue film. And instead of being encouraging, they asked you, what's the backup plan? What kept you going after hearing that statement?
So the high school I went to was extremely STEM focused. There were a lot of science and math classes that really tried to gear kids towards the STEM field. And personally, for me, that wasn't my destiny. I was much more of a kid in the arts program. I loved theater, loved choir. And so when I told my coaches, who were role models for me, that I wanted to pursue a career in film, they always asked me, what's your backup plan? What do you want to do if that doesn't succeed? And so those conversations really lit a fire inside of me, and it really pushed me to get involved in everything that I can and just prove them wrong, that I don't need a backup plan, that this is my career, this is where I'm meant to be.
And I think you've been proving other people wrong for a while now. And I think we're all standing like your experience right now. And obviously being a woman in the sports media industry comes with a certain experience. What do you think is the biggest misconception about that position?
I think it's that we don't know what we're doing. I think there are a lot of times where I've gone into a sports media environment and I'm being told what to do. I'm being told how to work a camera that I've known how to work for years. I'm being told what a certain, thing is, like scrums. I've known what scrums are. It's being talked down to like I'm a child and I don't know what I'm doing, when I am very capable of doing anything I can put my mind to. And so it's that misconception of I don't know what I'm doing because I'm a woman. I don't know sports. I don't understand how to tell athletes' stories or anybody involved in sports. I don't know how to do that. I can't run 50 yards and chase after a Nittany Lion. I can't do that because I'm a woman. I'm not fast enough. I'm not strong enough. And those are things that, have been told to me. People questioned, like, you're actually going to do that? You're going to run and do that in shoes on the field in front of 100,000 people? You bet I am.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's the misconception of we don't know what we're doing and we're not actually capable of it.
And as hard as that experience is, I think it maybe did help you creatively because you got to do the film on Ellie Sheehan, the very first female Penn State drum major. What was that experience like? And maybe how did your personal experiences fuel that creative vision?
It was such a beautiful and life-changing experience for me. I remember I was working the Little League World Series and my boss came up to me and she was like, I have your first story that you're going to cover. And she told me that it was Ellie's, and I got so excited knowing that I get to tell her story, and I get to tell her story in a way that she wants it told. I'm not an outside media outlet that's going to come in and, try and twist things or tell stories that aren't actually accurate. Working through an internal content system allows me to tell the accurate stories. And so I was really excited to go in there and find the vulnerable sides of it, find, the more emotional and beautiful sides of her story. So I got to follow her the week leading up to her first game.
No way.
And then I followed her throughout her entire first game. I got to, be up and close and personal with her when she did her first front flip, which she did land.
Yes.
It was so beautiful hearing the roars and the cheers and just being able to talk to her about the feelings, that were coursing through her body at that point in time, and just being able to tell her real story and being able to inspire all the younger girls that haven't been able to see a female drum major at Penn State.
What a privilege that is. And I understand your second project was just as cool to be involved in. So you want to tell us what that project was?
Yeah. So as soon as that project wrapped up, I hit the ground running following Mason Reber, the Nittany Lion for Penn State. So that was an experience.
I can't imagine. What did you learn about yourself, the kind of storyteller you are through that project?
So I really learned how to find the path with storytelling and, which direction I want to go, because Mason is an extremely involved student. He inspired me in so many different ways. He's so involved and he's able to, impact so many lives in such a positive way. And at first, I didn't know which direction to take the story. I was, I could go this way, I could go this way. But just learning about the impact that he was making on little kids to, older adults, it was so beautiful. So finding that way to tell his story and, finding the direction I want to go and finding what's going to be most impactful from his story was really what it taught me. And it also taught me how to love it. It's so different watching somebody else love on others that it teaches you how to love more.
That is amazing. I mean, it is clear that you're a storyteller and there's so many ways to be a storyteller. So obviously you've accomplished so much already in your journey here. And I have a feeling we're just at the beginning. So if we had to look at your life through a camera lens, let's say, what is your theme song and what is the story that you're telling other people about yourself?
So I'm a big Taylor Swift girl. So I think my song right now would be Life of a Showgirl, because I feel like I'm very much so learning about the life of a showgirl this year. And I feel like I want to tell the story on how to love others and how to be that positive human being.
Well, what do you think it means to be a storyteller?
It means to give somebody a voice, and show people with the real version of somebody and who they are in the present moment.
Well, I think you're doing a great job at doing that. Well, Elsasia, thank you so much for joining me today. Great conversation. And now stick around, because coming up next, Brooke and Annelise will have the latest news from across the nation.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
I know. She like continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before, so welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Borzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So insane, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
Reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
President Trump was on the road yesterday to speak in eastern Pennsylvania. His event at a casino resort in Mount Pocono was the first of many planned visits the White House is organizing to swing districts. In recent months, affordability has become a major topic of discussion with both parties. During the event, Trump argued that his administration has already brought prices down from historic highs. Trump blamed the rising costs on Democrats and told his voters his top priority is to make America affordable again. The issue of affordability will be a key decider in next year's midterms, according to the White House.
DC Police Chief Pamela Smith is stepping down after 2 years on the job. Smith, appointed in 2023 as the first Black woman to lead the department, will leave the role on December 31st. Mayor Muriel Bowser praised her for driving down violent crime and opening the city's real-time crime center. Smith didn't give a reason for her departure, but called serving as chief the greatest honor of her career. The announcement comes as Bowser has said she will no longer seek re-election. No replacement has been named.
Vermont's Stowe Mountain Rescue Team is seeing a rise in calls from inexperienced skiers at the state's tallest mountain. These individuals are finding themselves in dangerous locations and getting lost. In November, 2 19-year-olds were rescued from the woods on Mount Mansfield after they referenced a TikTok video. Over the past 5 years, there have been approximately 8 rescue missions per season from skiers going out of ski boundaries. Rescuers urge skiers to resist these videos if they lack experience and recommend sticking to the marked trails.
The Supreme Court's conservative justices signaled support today for striking down federal limits on how much political parties can spend in coordination with candidates. The case challenges a 50-year-old campaign finance rule upheld by the court in 2001. The Republican-led suit includes Vice President J.D. Vance, who joined the challenge when serving in the Senate. Liberal and conservative justices were sharply divided, with conservatives questioning whether the limits unfairly weaken political parties in an age of unlimited outside spending. The court's final ruling could once again reshape federal campaign finance. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.